TNC's turn to ban. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TNC's turn to ban. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TNC's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TNC's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
Dusk.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
Elder Titan.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Good. I'm ready for the game. I hope so. I need the value.
TNC's turn to pick.
Bang.
They're both, I think, played the best overall from the group stage to the playoffs so far. Maybe you could argue like VP close
10 seconds
to
remaining.
TNC and OG.
5
But these two teams
seconds
seem like they figured out how to like draft and play.
OG's turn to ban.
Clockwork!
Yeah, not bad. Plus, it's valued a lot because of the sharp block. You block the creep so that often XP helps a lot. You have save, you have like motion vision with
10
the
seconds
sigil,
remaining.
you have a big beat pressing stun. Like very useful hero overall.
5
And
seconds
Claw,
remaining.
I think mostly response towards the Elder Titan and Bane because he's really good
TNC's
at
turn to ban.
trapping those two and opening them with the battery assault.
OG's turn to ban.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the other substitutes would be like maybe a Jakiro or a Rubik. Those are the heroes that T-Ben likes to play
10
because he
seconds remaining.
prioritizes having like wave clear on a position 5 hero. Push out.
5 seconds remaining. TNC's turn to ban.
Like Morton, is it? You're talking about wrestling.
OG's turn to pick.
Yeah.
Ten seconds
OG
remaining.
don't have the Elder Titan, you know. It's like hard counter Morton
5
because of how the
seconds
hero
remaining.
works.
TNC's turn to
Morphling.
P.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, too much damage. It would be nice. The other heroes would be like mana burning heroes. Would the Terrorblade. Terrorblade, the reflection is very good with Morphling. But all those heroes is still like Morphling is so strong. He's like position 1 up. He peaks very quickly. He's very fast paced for one hero, and he owns the lane very hard, like you see. Very little weakness and a hero that needs a lot of farm.
OG's turn to pick.
Skywrath Mage.
Not bad. Not bad. Hero is not bad. Aside that the magic burst can be very, very good in small thing. They have that work and tasker.
10 seconds
It could be
remaining.
a pick.
5 seconds remaining.
Mm. Yeah. Probably not. Probably the either Tusk. I mean, interchangeable with the support hood of him. Most likely the Tusk as a support. Because then the clockwork can actually like at least all the creep and a good laning small thing. Yeah, but I think they have like sort of like pressure more. You don't want more like a free lane, like a farm lane. You sort of like want to do something like you do want to do aggressive lane. Morphing is weak 2 levels, I would say. First 3 he's very strong.
TNC's turn to pick.
Omni Knight.
Yeah,
10 seconds
to
remaining.
me it's also because it's not me, like strong lane, right? I talk about
5
you
seconds remaining.
probably want to put priority to offing the lane. And this Omni Knight hero is like a hero that's so good in the lane that you have to consider whether the two heroes enough to shut him down in the lane. Then you have this dilemma where there's two things that you have to take care of. I think we've seen BP attempted the Luna against the Morphling. It almost worked out, but they still lost the game.
OG's turn to ban.
Terrorblade.
Yeah, but the issue is TB is very
10
bad
seconds
against Elder
remaining.
Titan. Very, very bad.
5
So,
seconds
I mean,
remaining.
you have to do it, I guess you have to buff that plus armor because if you go for usual or the fast heavy, then you have no armor when he goes 60.
TNC's turn to ban. Ten seconds
prof-
remaining.
Not bad. It's good with Bella. I was thinking about it too. Definitely is very
5
good with
seconds
Titan.
remaining.
Other than buffs, physical and magical damage. Everything DP needs. And the other option would be Dragon Knight, maybe. Either one of those. Oh, Dragon Knight expands. Oops, nice time.
TNC's turn to pick. OG's turn to pick.
Storm Spirit.
They need like a stunning hero to lock him down. Because like Bane and the Elder Titan,
10
they are
seconds
not
remaining.
very reliable stuns for
5 seconds remaining.
There's so many good. Some.
Choose your hero.
They might actually just. That's what they've been doing. I kind of still like TNT lineup more, even though they're up against something. But because Storm teams like if he gets really, there are very little stuns. They're not good stuns. But then again, it's more thing, you know. I'll just like TNT for this. Stop it. Yeah, I have to try and improve my insights. Yeah. No, they are very serious. They do joke a lot too, but they're very serious really about the game. Very insightful.
Okay. One day I'll have to learn the old Chinese. And
Prepare
maybe
for
I'll have to
battle.
have a listen. But in general, as we get into the game, this is the grand finals between TNC and OG. It's the best of 3 here at the Macau Minor. And I'm OD Pixel. I'm joined by Winter, and we'll go for a quick rundown of the teams. TNC, we have Raven Terrorblade, 1437 Skyrath, Sam H, Clockwork, Tim's, Tusk, Cuckoo, Storm Spirit. Over on OG, S4 Omni Knight, Jerax Spirit, Spirit, Elder Titan, Fly Bane, Resolution, it's early, Resolution Morphling, and Notel on the Tiny. Looks like we might see something kick off down here already as TNC. They're hunting. Jerax was actually looking for the stomp there, but Samich with the Patriot, so ends up cancelling it. S4 gets brought down low. But the full 5 man of OG are here. Now Notel trying to get a lockdown. Manages to find the avalanche onto Cuckoo. They're focusing the storm. They've got the shards to try and slow him down. Cuckoo's going to be fine. Turns back towards Jerax. Jerax catches him out with the sleep. But now OG, they're looking for the disengage. They want to try and get themselves out of there. Cuckoo has to be careful as well. Look at the slow out. 1437 slowing down Notel. They have the level 1 reflection. They're looking for the kill, but the purification from S4 keeps Notel alive. Now they turn their attention towards Fly, but the sleep's there again. Sam H held in place. Who's going to go down first? It's going to be Fly. First blood to TNC. Cuckoo will take the kill. Jerax falling low. Resolution has to waveform away. The sound will be
happening?
What a 5-on-5 to start the show with. TNC getting the first blood and getting it into the hands of Cuckoo as well. That's a bit of a crazy way to start there. Both teams were seemingly happy to fight at that.
Who got the kill? Oh, the
Cuckoo
Storm
did.
got the
Yeah,
kill.
Storm got it.
Oh my god. It's like the best kill to get the on.
Look at this as well, Winter. You're absolutely right. They take Resolution to the mid of Morphling, and they do put Notel up in the top lane. So what's the reason for this? Is this just because the Tiny would have had a really tough time here? Why are you making this decision to put more mid?
I think it's Tiny. I think Tiny against me is a pick up for him in the lane. So the matchup,
Okay.
and they're gonna like hero to me. Like a lot of teams are doing this now. 2 heroes made. So Morphling is like better.
Well, top Sam H is going to have to be out on his own. Jerax and Notel. There's the finish there as well. So the levels are out of Notel and Jerax will have that magic resistance reduction with the Tiny combo, which can do a lot of damage. The mid lane Cuckoo being backed up by Tim's. Bottom lane Raven farming at the moment, sort of on his own. He got 2030 okay. He's been making the pull to try to control that a little bit for Raven. I mean, do you think this Raven's going to be okay farming down here against the Omni that can afford too much to blame?
Yeah, as well can definitely bully him and at like level 1 earlier. So
Yeah.
as you can see, as well definitely get amount of classes in the lane already. And Skyrath doesn't have his first style. He's slow because of the fight.
Ah, true. So yeah, that level 1 harassment is not going to be quite as high as maybe it could have been. Mid lane DS, Rezo, 6 foot, 2-6 foot. Slightly for Rezo, but all very close. Ims tries for the sharp block, but Fly, he's already out onto the high ground. They'll turn their attention towards S4. Now coming in for a bit of a go, he has saved his 3rd skill point, so he can put it into Repel if he feels the need to do. He's actually going to put it into Purification instead, just going for that extra heal. It's not going to be enough though. TNC claimed the 2nd kill with the support movement down bottom.
Yeah, he's dead after, I think. Even if he got I don't
Yeah.
think he would have survived there. But
Yeah, with
right
the
now,
Metamorphosis up, it's too much physical, yeah.
you know, the attention is going to be on 2 positions, on like the
Okay.
Elder Titan and the Tusker. We're always going to be able to set up stuff for their team. They're the key players to watch out now. Secure bounty runes, you know, and just avoid the other the lanes and secure the lanes as much as they can. Oh, this ET is just getting some stacks here for the Tiny. Not a double stack.
Well, that is true, yeah. Some tasty farm, and also a tasty way to buff up the Spirit if he wants to go in and sort of get the punches.
Yeah, that's true.
So we'll see if Jerax does take advantage of that. It can be very nice in this lane, especially if they do get, you know, the combo with the Avalanche toss. He's got 2 points in toss now, Nota. They have a good charge there. Mid lane Cuckoo getting a bit bullied. Flies come towards the mid lane and is sitting there, and is allowing Resolution to get quite a significant lead in this mid lane matchup. 15 for 13 against the 9 for 3. That 11th for 3 now. That's a lot of denies in this mid lane.
Yeah, if you look at the map right now, both teams are actually doing very, very different stuff. Like Jerex and the Bait on Fly, they are both sitting in one lane, like trying to secure the lanes. Because the other Titan can't do much to the clock, it's always dangerous to actually go near him. He's just like trying to get as much as he can. Levels, secure bounty rune, stack the jungle, and Bait is just sitting to make sure that the Morphling gets ahead in CS against the Storm. And S4 is left on his own. And the other two TNC supports are moving around a lot trying to secure or get a kill.
Yeah, where's their best place to go? That's the thing. I mean, I feel like would Tiny not be the easier kill? Like bottom lane's hard because S4 is nearly level 4.
I think Clockwork's name probably. Like
yeah,
Clockwork has a lot of levels, so he has like going to be 3 in battery as well. That's probably the highest potential. No, he's gonna go out. Here. Storm.
Hotel can't get in for the right click there with the battery assault, cancelling the attack animation, so he has to back away. So Sam H will survive for now. Hotel seeing if he could get a toss in or such, but Sam H will get himself back to safety, so just enough health to keep that clock alive.
They should be making a smoke soon. I think as soon as Sam H returns to the lane, like if you're a TNC, you want to make a move towards top or maybe towards the jungle, because you know that the other is thing for some time and probably doing some stacking because it's tiny. So you want to play that jungle wards for sure if you're TNCs. I think that's probably what they're gonna look to do.
Look, yeah, I mean, as you said, the amount of stacks that are here in this stage of the game, 5 minutes, is some of the biggest amount of stacking I've seen in the early opening stages of the game. Bottom lane S4 getting gone on again with the Metamorphosis. Raven will be able to take him down once again. 2-0-1 now in the Terrorblade, involved in all of the 3 kills. In a very fruitful start for the man. Up top, Sam H, diving towers as he goes in. Does get forced around by Jackson.
He got tossed into the car. I don't think.
Yeah, must have. Yeah.
I'm not sure. Didn't see, but
definitely.
Right now, OG is like trying to look for opportunity to clear out the stacks, get the levels on the Tiny, and get the lane to the Alpha Titan, so everyone is maximizing their leveling efficiency. Kings really needs to get something done when they are clearing the stacks. The tower, get
Raven down bottom was getting gone on. Nearly is able to actually switch it around and go back on to the Bane. But he doesn't have quite enough damage. The Enfeeble slowing him down just that little too much. Raven will back off mid lane. Cuckoo still behind, as you said, Resolution. I feel like he's not missing a creep or such. He's 36 and 24 on this mid Morphling. Pretty much impeccable CSing.
It's not the highest ever. Terrible is the highest.
Yes, with the kills that Raven has, he's certainly having the best time in this opening. Down bottom once again. Bit of pressure coming in from Fly now with S4. 1437's there to try and zone the Bane back and away.
Look at this. It's like from OG. They secured top, and then after later, Fly is really goes to the offing to help the Omni-Knight. Trying to help out his team as much as he can, being very efficient. They're not trying to like gank or get kills, they're just trying to make sure that everyone can get to the last lane. Naughty on the other hand, gets catch onto the Clockwork.
Chasing, looking for the positioning, but Sam looks shots over to Jerax, pops the cogs down, and with that he will be able to keep himself away, goes straight for the TP, and it's a smart through for Sam. Gets himself all the way, does decide to TP back to base rather than straight to the tower, so we'll have to make the long walk out, but at least avoids OG being able to get the kill on him.
But passive game favors, kind of favors OG because they can clear out all the stacks here. Much network
Radiant's
waiting to be
top tower
cleared.
is under attack.
So I think they cut the game away, and when Penny gets his blink, then the game starts rolling for them.
Yeah, do you imagine that is going to be the build for Notel this game?
Should be.
Yeah,
He's
just get the
been
blink early.
that way. Because look at that here, it's like he's the main hero to move. Omni-Knight off and it's not going to want to like tank. He's going to sit and try to get an item by moving.
Right here protecting the illusion room. We've got the way of Notel, so you can bottle it up. And they've got eyes on this, both teams with the wards around this top rune spot. Sam H is eyeing this up. He does have hook shot back up, but with the toss potential, very hard to really go in on the Tiny on his own. Mid-lane Reza, waveforming in. It's getting to the point where it's a little bit scary if you head into the lane against Reza. He can chase you down and give you quite a punch with that extra agi that he can already shift into.
It's keeping up pretty nicely though. To be
Yeah.
fair. 300 network behind. That's not a big deal for now.
Yeah, he's been headed into the camps in the jungle, keeping it safe. And as you say, he's not been feeding in the mid lane at all. No deaths on the Storm Spirit, making sure that OG can't punish him. And now, yeah, he's good levels as well. Nearly level 7. So Cuckoo's certainly surviving after the bit of a rough start as Rezo did manage to get the CS advantage. But as you say, playing the farm game, keeping that gap to a minimum between the two mids.
Yep, so now Raven moves to top, trying to use his metamorphosis to secure the tower. Gonna be spotted out by OG.
Tims tries for the sharp block onto Jerax, but can't quite find the range. And the full lane swap will continue. Down bottom, Fly and S4. They go in onto 1437. Samich is there with the response. He is on his own though. He can quite play around with these two. He's a little low on the mana, so he'll have to get himself out. They're going in for the fight. Raven's low. He has got the Sunder back up with the one charge. He's given him just enough mana to cast it. And now he turns his attention towards No-Tail. No-Tail chucking away Tim, so they don't quite have the vision. They're hunting, but the ult from Jerax comes through, forcing Raven to back up. Raven will turn his attention towards Jerax. Oh, he can't quite get him. Yes, he can. Tims will find the kill with the shards, but they lose Raven's life. It's a 1-for-1. Tims going for the TP out. They can't cancel it.
Wow, very, very nicely done by OG there. Good joke by No-Tail. Using his cutting blade and getting into that spot. Otherwise, I think that would have been his death there. And allowing S4 and the Omni Knight time to get in with his TP, cast their purification, and turning the fight around. Nicely done.
Yeah, very, very close. Could have swung even more either way. And off the back of that, OG starting to get a bit of a lead. 2k as both of their cores doing very well. Raven still at the top level with No-Tail's farm. And is going to head straight back up to the top lane. Wants to keep up there, but it's going to be that long period where he doesn't have Metamorphosis, so will be a little vulnerable in that lane. And almost certainly will need backup. It's the wave's already pushing in, so he can farm under his tower. But this tower, it's getting pretty low. S4 and No-Tail doing a good job at taking this tower down.
They have like a really good spray of network on all three of their cores, whereas on TNC, Sam H is the one like lagging behind. Clockwork, he's trying to move around to help the team. But he's not being able to keep out in the network.
Looking for this. He's thinking about committing it, but it was, I mean, Jerax just put it in chat saying it was a bait. And indeed it was. They have the Fiend's Grip into the TP rotations, and OG take the life of the clock. They had that all set up, OG. Trap was set, and it was successful. Gets them the kill.
There was like 2 TPs there, so if TNC can actually force the tower top, claim it, then it wouldn't be as bad for them losing the clockwork.
See if they can get it.
Yeah, Elder Titan is really on his way to defend the tower. It would be difficult if they don't actually find him, because might be able to set up or something if he gets a good storm.
And No-Tail has got the Blink Dagger complete, but at the moment he is staying down on the bottom lane, just looking to take a tier 1 himself. See what Jerax's plan is here in the lane. The solution finds Cuckoo. Just enough mana to zip himself back to safety. Try and move in and blow up the Storm Spirit with the burst that they have. Raven does have the Mask of Madness complete. Top lane now will be answered by some more of OG. Fly and S4 heading up top, but already Tims has backed away. Raven's starting to retreat. To be careful. It's a decent amount of damage done to the tower, but the tower does still stay up for now. Tims thinking about having a look back in. He's level 6. He has the Walrus Punch. No-Tail wrapping around towards the mid lane as well, but they scan top, so OG know that people are here.
Yeah, doing a very, very good job defending EB, not losing any towers at 12 minutes. That's amazing.
Mid lane No-Tail finds an AFK 1437 and combos him down. Oh,
No?
didn't want to. He was thinking about it, Sam, but as you say, holds off on jumping in on that.
No-Tail is really making very, very good movement for his team, creating a lot of space for that mobbing to keep on. Because that's what you want to do as a mob. You don't want to be joining fights early. You want to be like very focused on changing items and the first item.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Raven Metamorphosis is back up, so with the next push he should have a good chance of pushing it. But yeah, look how ready OG are for this. They've got Jerax still hiding in the trees, Fly revealing in lane, S4 still in the neighborhood. It's very hard for TNC and Raven to make these sort of pushes when OG are hiding out, ready to respond like this.
Yeah, and with the timing of the map constantly, it's like a lot of like mental pressure. A tiny bit dagger at this stage.
Look up top TNC, they are going to try for it. They zip onto Fly, get the defensive self-nightmare out in time. Raven, no, he actually takes it off onto himself, but that's going to set up for the combo from Notel and Rezo. As that is Raven down. I don't know if he necessarily wanted to take the nightmare for himself there.
That was a big mistake there. I think that was a play for sure.
Yeah, he ends up getting blown up. No chance to sunder or react.
And it's a metamorphosis down the drain as well for 2 minutes. That is absolutely huge.
And still the towers stay up. Bottom lane, you've got OG looking for the setup on Tim's. Jerax gets the Echo Stomp. No tail, he's in with the combo. It's another kill for this Blink Dagger Tiny. 4-0-2. OG starting to step up the pace and tempo whilst maintaining full control of their towers.
Yeah, they're multitasking very well, like being on the offense and the defense at the same time and doing it perfectly. That's really
Radiant's
a
bottom
lot of
tower is under
teamwork and
attack.
experience. It's very impressive.
For Raven.
For TNC right now, they have to wait for the next meta to be able to. Maybe the Clockwork and the Skyrap can try to set up something, the hook into a Mystic Flare combo.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Look at their eyes sit down bottom. No tail. Hiding in the trees, waiting for someone to come out. He will reveal himself. Skiff too far that they could have a go at this. It is a tricky one. Lane getting pushed in both bottom and mid lane. Raven is managing to get a bit of pressure back on this tier 1 tower. With the illusion, he should finally be able to take it. They'll pop a fortification, but this time round, another looking to defend on a lane. They've got the jump in, they've got the combo. Snowball looks like a hotel. Look in the cogs. It's a big kill for TNC. They're able to put a stop to the tiniest kill streak. 1437 gets the kill. Tower does still fall, but at the same time, as you were saying, Raven does get tier 1 top as well.
Radiant
Yep,
structures
and OG is
are
trying to
fortified.
press forward with another tier 1 and middle. I'm not sure if they're going to be successful here. But at the end of the day, so it was 1-for-1 power and they got the kill in the time.
Yeah.
Definitely a good trade for BP. Sorry, not BP. TNC.
VP? VP Raven. TNC indeed. 7 for 5. 3k lead still for OG. But definitely Ravens Terror one to watch out for. Even though, as you say, they didn't necessarily get those early pushes as successful as they would like with the Metamorphosis. He's still farming very well, and with the Mask of Madness, he's only going to create a bigger gap between himself and the carries of OG's side, if he's allowed to do so on his half of the map. We'll see how well OG can invade and sort of punish the Terrorblade during this farming phase, which if they get their hands on him, as we've seen, they can blow him up very easily with the combo. The amount of magical they have at this stage.
Elder Titan and the Tiny just kills everything.
Right. Oh, this Invis rune. Look at this. This could set up something perfect for OG. The Invis rune into the big grip. No chance to respond to that one as Raven gets punished. TNC were smoked up and nowhere in position to actually do anything to be able to save Raven in that situation.
There's going to be a tower as well. That is a big pick off into an objective, like perfect scenario for OG. I'm not sure if TNC can do much to defend here. They're going to try, but don't think they can hold this tower.
Repel onto Rezo with this tower. That will be the Lincoln Sphere completed. But he actually backs away. A little too scared to sort of stand the ground and finish the tower off. I mean, Tim's and 1437 are there. No tail will jump back in to finish it off. There we have it. And that indeed, that'll be the completed Lincoln Sphere out for this Morphling. So now the Morph, much more of an issue for these heroes like the Skyraf that were being picked to sort of control him. If he's quick on the fingers, Rezo's going to be very hard to deal with.
Storm has been having a quiet game so far, like busy farming, getting focusing on his economy.
Yep.
Trying to get his Bloodstone ASAP. So we haven't seen much from him. After that first blood, before the creep spawn.
Yeah, absolutely. That was sort of
that
it.
was
Like,
his only kill.
yeah, that was his job done. He was like, right, boys, back to farming. And it's the right way to play, as you say. He needs to have that Bloodstone. Ooh, Raven. Puts a fine in there with the help of Sam H and his hook shot. They cut in.
Pick up there.
Yeah, more money for the Terrorblade. As long as they can fuel this machine, TNC still have a chance.
Skyraf got a T-bot down, so they have this jungle beacon. They wanted to have this ward a lot earlier, but they couldn't actually do it because of all the fights that was happening. It's difficult for them to get in. But right now they have a deep ward. They actually have 2 good vision on around the top side jungle and the bottom side. Good information for them. See if Storm can actually use this to get a to increase his Bloodstone charges. That would be really nice for him.
Yep, just complete. No tell. Does have another stack that he's cleaning up for the Ancients. Item-wise after the blink. The Asher mid lane. 1437 moving forward. Arezzo being backed up by S4, a very hard combo to break through.
Both teams just very happy to like just play the economy game because if you look at the lineup. Oh, top lane. Pick off.
Cuckoo. Straight in. Has he got enough damage? Yes, he has. Can he get out though? That's another question. Fly. He's there with the Fiend's Grip, and as quickly as Cuckoo finds the Bloodstone charges.
Oh, you gotta deny. But
that is true.
It's sad still though. You just got the Bloodstone and you have to do that.
Dire's middle tower
Yeah.
It's still a very good big deal for OG to get actually that deny.
Yeah. 14 plus 1, that's 15. Minus 5, that's 10. Quick maths. That's not going to be good maths for TNC. 4k lead for OG now. That kill. No tail with the SNY complete. How's Raven doing item-wise? He's very close to having the ultimate orb, so nearly does have. He is closing in on the Manta start.
is under attack.
But OG are ready to go.
Yeah, with the SNY on timing, they feel like they're hitting like a small timing window, so they're gonna try to take advantage of it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It's difficult for them to to stay a part of the map.
Oh,
with the storm.
But look
They
at
don't
that.
want to be alone.
They scanned it. Yeah, TNC know what's up. They know that there's a movement coming in.
Yeah, because if you look,
And they'll turn towards Sam H. Yeah, Sam H in trouble. We'll put the cogs down. Cuckoo is going to zip onto the sidelines. Finds Fly. Going for the Nightmare, but he's still down. The ult flies in. That's going to be big from Jerax. Catches out 3, and now Rezo jumps forward. Takes down the Tusk. TNC backing off. Jerax trying to keep the fight going. No-Tail jumping in, looking for the combo onto Cuckoo. They have the sleep, buying time for the top to come back offline. But Cuckoo is not enough damage. Cuckoo will survive. Rezo does get the double kill. On the back of it all, S4 tried to wrap around, but Cuckoo held him in place with the Vortex. And now S4 himself, he's in trouble. 1437 has the silence. Cuckoo turns back around, gets the kill. No-Tail and Rezo move in though. And they will end up finding the triple for the Morphling. So even though Raven Wearable was able to get a couple of kills, he still ends up going down. Resolution getting massively out of hand despite TNC's best efforts, as this morph is looking very hard to stop.
not all is lost, Owen. Storm didn't die, so he was able to get recover, I would say, from Bloodstone charges.
Radiant's
That's something for
bottom
him.
tower is under attack.
And gonna be on his way to the Kaya, Bloodstone Kaya Orchid. Once you get those items, Storm is gonna be a huge nuisance.
They need to worry though, because Resolution, he's 1,000 away from having the E-Blade, and we've already seen how much Burst potentially has without it with the backup of the Elder Titan. It's going to get even harder. S4 finishes off his Blink Dagger, so those repel saves are going to be easier for him to pull off.
Yeah, they have to try and focus him in the fight stall, otherwise the Omni is just gonna keep his team alive. So I guess it'll be the Storm stuff, or the Clockwork to find him in the fights. And make sure that he doesn't get too many repels and kills off, especially on the Morphling.
See what they can find. A Raven did pick up the recipe after sort of a panic buy as he was going down and run out. Now have the money for the completed Manta Star, so that's complete. Fly. Oh, he's got his eyes on Cuckoo. He invades the jungle, has the setup. TPs are coming in, but it's going to be cancelled. They know that there's no saving the Storm Spirit. And they are indeed straight into the pit. Resolution in the boys is there. Anyway, TNC can stop it. They will have Storm back up in 10 seconds. And maybe that's enough. OG a little bit scared. They'll back away. Looks like they don't want to commit with the pit. With the Storm having such a short respawn.
No need to risk like something getting like the Aegis getting stolen because they have the Storm and the Clockwork. So, and they're okay playing a slow game, more focus on making sure that everything is stable. They don't have to do anything too fancy. They have a good lead right now. Just need to build on it instead of trying to risk getting a bigger lead and throwing a lot of it away.
I mean, what's the next move for TNC? They are 7k down. How do they sort of get control back of this game? Is it all just about making sure that the space is there for Raven to farm safely? Like, can Terrorblade still carry this game?
I think he can, even though it'll be difficult because of like ET and Omni. They are two very good heroes against Terrorblade. He's gonna need his BKB though to be able to take the fights. I think they are gonna need to wait for the
Oh! The mid lane is going in onto Tims. Tims buys some time with the snowball, but it's still not enough. And with the nightmare setup from Fly, they're going to look for a second kill. They've found 1437. 2 more kills for Resolution. They just can't stop this water boy. He's 5-0-1. With the E-Blade, as we saw, it's so easy for this hero to get kills just like that. With 2 heroes down, no tell. He's into the pit. They're thinking about it. Still not necessarily the quickest of Roshan. That's Rezo. Looks to try and commit, but Rezo's actually got his sights set towards the top. And either Cuckoo was pushing it in. Maybe we're seeing if they could catch out the storm. They're going to be close.
They are in no rush to get the Roche because they have a very good scaling lineup, and Morphing is going to reach to a point where I think he's going to take the Morph target allies. So you can actually have the double repel. That would be very useful.
Yeah, we'll see if I've seen so many Morphlings, and very few of them actually do utilize the ultimate. Which is fair enough, because a lot of the times they're just at a point where they're just elite heroes. Like, it's like the other spells.
You know they can abuse it. This game is the... Oh, wait a minute. Bomb?
Should be fine.
Okay, that was a good try by Jarex. But because they have Tiny on the team, you replicate the Tiny. I mean, you morph the Tiny and then you get the free grab.
Yeah, okay. And then you get the extra damage from you.
And you have the splash, the range splash.
Okay, that is true. Well, interesting.
I'm sure he'll do it at some point.
Because I've seen so many games like it really does this target. But you're right. Something with a tree. That sounds terrible.
Yeah, I don't want to double up with the tree. They're both very, very useful. So now that we on the they want another. I think I'll pick up with
And they found Tims. Jump in and the Tusk is gone. 50 seconds, no Tusk.
Dire's structures are
just a support. Okay, maybe that's fine now. Bigger kill.
He's still proving to be quite good. Very hard to control this. They will find the tipping down one. Just push on. Swan trying to chase this. The Raven's already out with the TP. Who's still around? The TP actually up for 50 seconds, but he has to reject.
It should be fine.
It's more than okay. Gets himself out of that.
Good job getting whatever they can. It's difficult sometimes to say. You know, have to try to get the BKBs before they can really fight OG.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, that's a terrible too. I think you have to buy AC because you're inside of the mental. It will be so another thing. Annoying.
Indeed. The amount adds up. And you know what other things you can do? I don't know if they patched it, but you remember with the Morphling, if you take the Terrorblade and then you metamorphosis when the ult is wearing out, when the morph's wearing out, and then so you still got metamorphosis after. When the metamorphosis ends, you know how it turns the TP back to melee? There was like a bug. Well, I'm sure it's a feature what would make the Morphling melee, and then you could build like Battle Fury and stuff. But I don't know if that's good. Like, is that good to make the Morphling melee? And I don't know if it still works. They probably fixed it.
I'm not sure if it still works.
Yeah.
I think you'd rather be range.
Sure. Yeah, I guess so. It would be cool for some clutch plays, but we'll see what happens. As I say, I very rarely see Morphlings ever use the Morph skill. It's, you know, it's not really living up to the name Ultimate ability when it's not really the reason why the hero's picked at all at the moment.
The most common one you see people do is like they go for a kill, they morph to the stunning hero, they use their disable and they morph back to hit him. That's the common reason.
Well, he does take it indeed. He has got more targets allies, so maybe we'll see some Morphling shenanigans with his teammates.
With the Tiny.
I'm ready to see him do it. Cuckoo zipping in, zipping out.
Radiant's
Pushing
top
them
tower
back.
is under attack.
Managing to stabilize the lead. to get to 7k, but as we can see, it's keeping around that point as Raven's still farming very well.
Dire's
It's
bottom
2k
tower
behind the
is under
Morphling, but
attack.
considering his team as a whole, 7k behind, the Terrorblade is still doing good, fine for himself. And he has the money for the completed Hurricane Pike.
The Roshan is something that OG has been wanting to do for ages. To you know, further extend run the Aegis, and on top of that, Aegis get a gem when you support, control the map. Those are the things that OG wants to do to further extend the league.
Dire's bottom tower
TNC is
under
just trying their
attack.
best to keep up and get more items on the Storm so that he can actually do a lot, because OG doesn't have a good knockdown on the Storm. Until
Yeah.
they have a Hex, I guess. When they get a Hex on Omni, then maybe they can kill him.
Blind Rezo towards mid, they were eyeing up the Terrorblade, but it's a little deep to sort of go in on. We've got Sam8 showing in the lane, cutting the creeps off. Lion now starting to move across, see if he can get anyone in mid. Or drop down to see if he can get the vision. But TNC doing a job at the moment of avoiding these movements.
Dire's top tower is under
Yep.
attack.
They are just trying to get whatever they can without losing heroes to the time. They're not given time to pick off for quite some time. Vision from OG right now have a deep vision to get hit, but still not going to go away anything else, even though the enemy has so many good walls. So. This power, on the other hand, it's difficult for
Radiant's
OG
middle
to
tower
back.
is under attack.
Big Red to take this down with it.
Dire's
Yes,
structures
with
are
the drag
fortified.
foot. Do get the trade though, up top. Tier 2 will put that in response. Tier 2, the big one, getting that mid one. And the build as well, no, I talked about lockdown, he now has the Orchid complete on top.
Wow, okay, that's
Yeah, one of the ways I guess to answer the long Storm doesn't have a Yule Scepter or a Lincoln, so is vulnerable to being silenced. And he's gonna need it. I try having this build.
not something to see so often, but I guess it's against the top. And now OG on the power once again, the morphing. Who are gonna get here?
There we go. There was a support.
This is like just the ball as well. For the time spent in the smoke.
Tanking the gank.
Dire's
OG, they
turret
will look towards the bit there. I would keep him back. He's putting big. And he's going to be set back.
Oh my god, that was so well done by all. ATOS from the Apple value.
Yeah, between the other, they need a good way to get down. There's not that. Now, the pit can go. We'll take this very, very quickly. 2 heroes down on TNC. They're not going to be able to get them in time. They've got the vision with the flare. They come back one way. G grab himself the agent. Resident will take it. Even though I don't really know if this morph is in any danger of tank. Just in case he is, he has got that second. 6-0-1 on resolution this time. To have a very, very, very smooth time with more.
For
Really is, he's hitting all the time, doing everything that the team needs him to. And he is the big sort of red box that deals an insane amount of damage output at this stage of the game. I'm pretty sure in the rest of the series we'll see Morphling more carefully thought about in the drafting stages, in the earlier phases. I don't know what the win rate is, but it really does seem like this hero is just so good at the moment.
Radiant's
These
top
teams.
tower is under attack. Dire's bottom
So
tower
just keep
is
him
under
up on
attack.
this morphing. This is there.
That is, you know, he's not used. As I said, this is what happens. They just don't use the other. I think for these carry players, it's just too many buttons.
I mean, you don't need to, you know.
I think that's the thing. Yeah, the hero is so good, you don't need to use the ultimate.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, that's true. So thanks.
Radiant's top
He's really
tower
not
is
moving
falling.
with his wave fans. There from the power.
Dire's bottom tower
Really
is under
yeah.
attack.
Why do you really not?
There's a bit of back from Coop. Getting the creep. Bot lane. Too long. Nearly able to kick it. So comes in. Will D push the lane as bots to join his team. Brave building into the BKB now, just making sure that he can get ready for this almost certain high ground defense they're having to come in with soon as OG prep him. We'll get started though, brought down. They'll be able to kill more points.
So, being able to die?
Yeah, if he gets caught out like that with the silence before he starts to shift. Rezo, oh. Did I just of course? He is still alive. But there's definitely potential for TNC to find that kid at Rezo this place.
He is inclined to get for that to occur. Right. If he
Yeah, you can imagine he's going to be a bit more aware of that. Maybe, yeah, I believe the Orchid only just finished Cuckoo, so expect having so, but you know, not the ancient seal, but having a silence to play again.
maybe one week first time. Then I don't think he'd be able to fight.
Regeneration!
Yep, that's maybe maybe 5 minutes away. It's gonna get next arms. He clear. Maybe like a second motion before they switch. They have like almost full control, so I'm gonna be able to dictate the pace of the battle.
I'm good. On go. Raven has got the BKB finished off.
Radiant's bottom
And
tower
actually, I think
is
that
under attack.
she's up with his damage out.
Radiant's bottom
Bit of
tower
a late
has
game
fallen.
diffuser, but very good at it.
Useful against the Marcus Prime place now.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can bring that and being able to continue combos. But the damage he does need the mana to do so.
Yeah, he's gonna need like a play fire or some remote PG. Because that's gonna be another issue he's gonna fix later. So many things that he needs, and he needs like a plus armor. That's why I suggested he could go against the other Titan. Gone already.
I really don't. TNC are game going. They're still yet to lose room power. Keeping the base defended. So maybe if they can continue to hold like this, they can to turn it around. OG do mess up with a ground push. On the side, Fly. Find Sam H. Jax is going to follow up. The extra rod and feature capacity. They're throwing everything in on him at the same time. And that in mind. Makes it fine. Enough damage and just to TNT come in to make sure that OG is kept away from the club.
He is actually pretty good. He's not easy to kill. 2 point shit.
Yeah, that's what every game I see Sam H, he always it does do a lot of work. It's just funny because it's an action that a lot of other teams rarely build into. But Sam H finding a place for it in most of the games that I've seen him.
Like the item.
Yeah.
So, I like it when enemies using the user armor. Something that it helps you delay the
Radiant structures are fortified.
Bottom, she will have a fortification up top. Cuckoo's being caught out, no doubt. Solo kill.
big kill. Can my back here.
Now I'm gonna look to try and do so for S4 Sharon outside of the base. As I say, it is fortification already used, so no fortification, no storm spirit. Dip in onto Rezo. Rezo forced out. Is actually turned himself into the Bane there. Not. Yeah, he just went into the lane and went quickly back out. He didn't really do anything. Maybe pressing all the buttons, jumped in, will burst down. The fight has come through from Sam H. Tier 3 down. OG have opened the base.
That's what I mean, man. You don't even need to use it.
He just used it to do this for Sam H. No turns in as well. Put the Mystic Flare from Motel. Rezo out to the sun. Rezo falling a little low, but he's got the repel. He's a-okay. Coming in from Jax. He's going to catch on to 2. 3, 4 dead. 5 dead. Buyback coming out from Raven. Just down for 70. There's no buyback from the Turk as well. OG again. He had a very good fight. They've got the combo onto 1437. He's down. Triple kill for Rezo. Cuckoo dipping in with a sleep connect. Don't tell. But the Avalanche comes out, saving them from the men on the side. Raven, they'll turn back in onto the Storm. He's X up, and now for Raven, they come in. Resolution turns into the Terror Raid to use the Metamorphosis, and that is game over.
bottom.
GG, well played. What a hero.
Radiant's middle
I wonder if we're going to see it in the rest of this series. I feel like that's got to be banned early on. This hero just...
And it ban of the heroes that were good against him to heroes, and like it's I think probably the best one. I mean I don't even know about I mentioned like OT, terribly is not even like doing so much to him. But the hero snowball he like faster than the Terror Blade, he has more items. Oh, so hard to deal.